I just started on a whim, and then I was questioning how I was actually going to do the dang thing. And then I just kind of went with the flow and did my own thing and ended up being able to be successful. 30 pounds in 60 days. That's no small feat. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there weren't days where my belly button was touching my spine. But I made the most of those days by drinking lots of water. Hi, I'm Tequila Louise. Thanks for clicking through to view this video. Today I am back out on my trail doing a wonderful walk. Finally, the weather has broken. It's been so hot, over 100 degrees lately. And today it's about 69, 70 degrees. And I don't know if you can tell, but the rain is coming down just a little bit. But that's all right, I won't melt. Just out here enjoying myself. It's been a little bit since I dropped a long form video, so I thought I'm out here, let's do a little chat. So the last video that I dropped was my video where I was talking about my fasting adventure, how I lost 30 pounds in 60 days with rolling fast. And it was like a unique situation. I enjoyed experimenting with that process. Currently I'm doing basically OMAD, 1 meal a day now. After I finished that video series, I actually did have a second knee surgery. If you're unfamiliar, late last year I had an ACL reconstruction, medial lateral meniscus repair, and chondroplasty or cartilage smoothing to my right knee. And then I'd been in physical therapy during that time, working on regaining strength and movement and everything, because I was locked up in a brace for some time. It was supposed to be 8 weeks, but I pushed it longer because I wasn't exactly the most confident walking without it. Because honestly, I was in a lot of pain. But I'm much better now. Unfortunately, I didn't regain all of my range of motion in the time frame that was projected. So I did need to get rid of some scar tissue, and they went back in for a second surgery and did that. It wasn't nearly as intense. I was walking on it that afternoon, and I'm well into recovery from that. So I've been basically doing my physical therapy exercises, experimenting a little bit with biking here and there, lifting weights in my gym on the machines, and doing a little bit of walking. Unfortunately, my gym at the apartment that I live, they're doing construction on it, so I won't be able to be back in the gym doing anything for a while, but I have enough equipment accumulated at my house now, especially with my spin bike and everything, that I can do that I can do those activities at home. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And sorry for the lighting changes. I'm in this trail, and there's lots of trees covering the sky, so the lighting might go in and out for a little bit here. So yeah, that was my knee surgery. And so back when I recorded that video, my lowest weight when I had dropped the 30 pounds in those 60 days was 198.3. Now, after this knee surgery, the second one that I had a couple months ago, I did put back on some weight. I think my highest, it was between 211 and 213. I don't know the exact number. I can look it up, and then I'll post it for proof. And then at that point, because after I had that surgery, I went back to eating every day on a more regular schedule, 3 times a day, or plus with snacks and stuff, just because I didn't want to be weak for physical therapy. And I started eating every day and everything, doing the activities that I could do. And then I wasn't really regularly weighing myself that much, like an everyday basis like I normally do. And I hopped on the scale and I said, oh, dang, 213, 211, whatever it was. And I was like, that's alarming. So then I regrouped with myself and went for the approach of doing one meal a day. So I basically eat like a really big meal, depending. Sometimes it's like mid-afternoon. Sometimes I wait all the way till nighttime. Just depends on what I have going that day. And it just depends on what I have going that day and how I'm feeling. But I have consistently hit my timer, my fasting timer on the Zero app over 100 times since I began my fasting adventure. Which, if you're unfamiliar with that, I started it on a whim, and I have a playlist that I'll link so you can check that out of the different videos that I had done on it. It's just a handful, because I just started on a whim, and then I was questioning how I was actually going to do the dang thing, and then I just kind of went with the flow and did my own thing, and ended up being able to be successful. 30 pounds in 60 days. That's no small feat. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there weren't days where my belly button was touching my spine, but I made the most of those days by drinking lots of water and bubbly, the carbonated water. I like that a lot. And then I also like, what is it? The LaCroix brand. They have a limoncello one. That's my favorite one. But just filling up on, when I'm not eating, filling up on carbonated waters or primarily fresh water, because I drink 96 to 120 ounces of fresh water every day. And by fresh, I mean that comes out of my sink and I run it through a filter. So that's what that's like. And just eating sensibly was the main thing. Because sometimes, like in the beginning, like I was aided by ChatGPT, and it was telling me to eat like all these crazy amounts of calories, and I did it a couple times, and I was like, this just didn't feel right. So then I just scaled back and went to my normal diet. And recently on my channel, I've been posting the foods that I've been eating in my What I Eat in a Day videos. I think I have up to about 6 or 7 of them up right now. So definitely check those out if you haven't seen them already. I do a voiceover in each one, kind of just talking about the day and explaining the food. The most recent one, I had gone to a restaurant and I had a gyro. I still don't know how to say it. I put a poll on my little channel and asked people how they say it. I got a few responses, but they were all different, so I still don't know how to say it. But it was tasty. So I still lost weight, continuing to go out to restaurants. It is possible. Plus, I was still moving my body in a smaller, more limited capacity, but still moving nonetheless, because that's the way that I got fat the first time, was just eating and not moving. Like my main meal that I would eat half to a whole Red Baron Supreme Pizza, some Doritos, and then I would wash it all down with some orange Gatorade, because I had the Gatorade powder from the container from the store, and I would just mix up my drinks, and I'd have a couple of those drinks a day and just not move, just be sedentary. And I'm looking at myself and I can see I'm starting to glow a little bit, getting a little sweaty. It's nice out, but it's not particularly cool. Plus I'm moving. I've been out here for about half an hour. And that brings me to another point. I had resumed walking on the treadmill a couple times but not my 10,000 steps. I went for 5, and by 3,000 steps, my knees started talking to me. Now, they released me from physical therapy about, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, like a month or something ago, and my strength was 78%. And then when I went back to my surgeon, he told me that they like to see 90%. So he kicked my rump back to physical therapy. So I start that again coming up soon. So we'll see how that goes. And the team in there is really good. I enjoyed my time there. They made it very easy for me to understand the exercises that I was doing and why I was doing them. So I enjoyed that. So that's on the exercise front. Now, on some things that are going to be potentially in addition to my channel. Like when I first started this channel, way back when, I was doing like beauty videos and unboxing videos, some hair videos, just random stuff like that, because that was what was all the rage back then, and I thought I'd get in on it. And my hair right now, I'm not going to show you what's going on under all this, under the hat, but it's not in the best condition. I think it's due to partly losing so much weight that my hair has started, well, it's two things. My hair, due to losing too much weight, and the fact that I had a keratin treatment a year ago and I didn't really keep up with it. Coming up soon, it's going to be a legit 1-year anniversary of having the keratin treatment. But then my hair started breaking off, and so it's like shorter around the nape area in the back, and then I still have like my long tail on the side. So I'm going next week to go ahead and get that cut up and hopefully do something with it. And I've been experimenting with mini twists because I think that's a really cute style. So I've been experimenting with that. So I think I'm gonna twist my hair up. I bought like a whole bunch of Camille Rose hair products, like from a couple different lines. I bought the strengthening line. It's in the orange bottle or red orange bottle. I can't remember what it's called. And I had already had the Curl Love milk. That smells really divine, like a dessert. And then I had also the like rosemary spray and something else. I think I even bought the edge balm, and I don't even do my edges like that because the only time I see my true natural edges is when I take my headscarf off. But other than that, it's just like my broken hair. But I'm gonna experiment with doing some hair content to see how I like that, because I'm on an adventure, not just a natural weight loss adventure, which has been the pillar of my channel for the last 2 years or so, but on a life adventure. And I have very many interests, but I'm gonna stick to the things that I know I'm into right now, which is like hair and stuff. And I actually have another channel that I launched that has to do with some other content. I'm not gonna, well, I'll tell you, it's like a nail channel. I was able to finally grow my natural nails back out because they had been breaking off, and I think that too had something to do with how much weight I was losing. But just different avenues. And once I get my video up for the nail channel, I'll go ahead and share that with you in case you guys are interested in nail content, which now seems to be all the rage, or at least that's what I see a lot. But yeah, just finishing up my walk. Whew. Feeling good to get out here. But so like I said, some hair content coming down the pipeline. Natural weight loss stuff is definitely not going anywhere. I'm still working on that because I have many, many pounds to lose. I weighed myself today and I'm 205.5, so my weight is still elevated. Not in Wonderland right now, but I'm confident that I will be able to get back there in a little bit of time. And I don't know when I'll do, since I'm going back to physical therapy and I want to remain strong, I don't know the next time that I'm going to start doing these rolling fasts for a long period of time. But I did one at the end of the last month to just refresh and regroup to get back into this month. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do it on a basis of once a month, just for like a 2.5, 3 day rolling fast, just to stay in the practice of it. But yeah, so that's that. And then I have my What I Eat in a Day series, which has been really fun to produce. And I basically, except for the restaurant meals, I won't say I cooked it. I heated up everything, whether it be on the stovetop or the microwave, but some of it was definitely packaged food. So that, and then now the hair stuff, and then my separate nail channel. Got some different things, different irons in the fire. Just trying to live a well-rounded life. But with that, I will say that I have to get the end shots for my walking reel, my walking short. So I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon. I have been out here for 38 minutes, got 4,000 steps. So I will be finishing up, because I got I gotta go pick up my groceries and get to work after that. So I'll leave you here and say thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Remember to be a good human. And until the next video, take care.